All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking you on a guided tour of one of the most iconic, fiery, and flat-out rocking places in the entire monster world, Earth Island from My Singing Monsters. I love this official description because it just perfectly nails the vibe of the island. It's this wild idea, right? You have this landscape that looks, well, hostile. We're talking magma, stifling air, and somehow this is the stage for one of the most beloved songs in the game. So how does a world that harsh create such vibrant music? Well, that's what we're going to dig into. So every great concert tour has to start somewhere. Before we can jump into the mosh pit, we got to cover the basics. How do you even get a ticket to this volcanic rock show in the first place? Okay, so you might look at this and think, what does this all mean? Well, it means that getting to Earth Island is actually surprisingly doable for new players. I mean, level 4, 250,000 coins, you can get there pretty quick. And, as the last of the 5 main natural islands, unlocking it, man, it just feels like a real accomplishment, a true rite of passage that's been in the game since it all started, way back in 2012. But let's be real, the real reason you go to any island isn't for the scenery, it's for the music. And Earth Island's signature song is an absolute powerhouse. The whole island just thumps along at a super fast 140 beats per minute. That's a really high-energy tempo. It's the kind of beat that just grabs you and immediately gets your head bobbing. It perfectly sets the stage for the epic rock concert that's about to unfold. And for all you music nerds out there, the song is in the key of C minor. The main mastermind behind it is the brilliant Dave Kerr, with Tom Meikle jumping in to write additional parts for newer monsters. So yeah, this track has some serious creative firepower behind it. And it's not just an instrumental, oh no. The song literally gives you dance instructions. These are the lyrics belted out by the island's wordos, Steward and Talker. And that final iconic line, do the earthquake. I mean, come on, does anything capture the raw, infectious energy of this island better than that? So, who exactly is in the band for this epic rock anthem? Let's meet the orchestra. And as you'll see, it's a surprisingly diverse collection of creatures who call this molten landscape their home. Just look at this list. The variety is just nuts. You have your foundational natural monsters holding down the rhythm and melody, but then you get the mysterious ethereals adding these otherworldly sounds, the super hard to find mythicals, and even the lyrical weirdos. Trying to assemble the full orchestra is the ultimate challenge for any player. Let's break that down to make it a bit simpler. Think of your natural monsters, like the mighty chorister, as the core band. They provide the song's foundation. Then you have the ethereals, like Humbug. These guys are like the special guest stars. They're incredibly rare, notoriously difficult to breed, and they add this unique, almost alien layer to the music that just takes it to another level. Okay, so you're probably asking, how do I actually assemble this incredible orchestra? Well, it all comes down to one core game mechanic. It is all about monster breeding. This is literally the heart and soul of the game. You're not just buying monsters from a store. Nope. You get to play the part of a genetic DJ, mixing and matching monster elements to create something totally new. It's a whole process of experimentation, a lot of patience, and yeah, a little bit of luck. Here's a perfect example. You take a potbelly, that's your plant element, and a noggin, that's your pure earth element. You put them together in the breeding structure, and voila, you get a shrub, a brand new monster that perfectly blends those two elements and adds its killer beatbox sound to the song. Every monster is its own little puzzle you have to solve. All right, to wrap up our tour, let's uncover a few of Earth Island's best-kept secrets. These are the little details that give this classic location such a fascinating history. Okay, so we know the island costs 250,000 coins now, but it was not always that affordable. Not even close. Any guesses what the original price tag was back in 2012? 7.5 million coins. That is 30 times its current price. At the time, that made it the most expensive island in the entire game. So needless to say, getting to do the earthquake is a whole lot easier for players today. Here's another amazing piece of history. We know Dave Kerr composed the track, but the story of its creation goes back decades before the game even existed. How old do you think he was when he first wrote this melody? He was only 17 years old. Can you believe that? The core theme for Earth Island, this powerful, rocking anthem, actually started as a piece for a high school musical way back in 1991. It just sat unfinished for decades before finally finding its perfect home in the monster world. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought. If a song from a teenager's unfinished musical from 1991 can become this iconic track for millions of players today, whatever forgotten melodies or abandoned creative projects are just waiting out there to be rediscovered. It makes you wonder what hidden gems are just sitting in old notebooks, waiting for their moment to rock the world.